Hey guys, so kahapon pinag-usapan natin, no, ginawa natin comparison yung 2021 Honda Civic LX versus the 2022 Honda Civic LX. So I mentioned yesterday na I was gonna do a comparison video between the 2021 Honda Civic Touring versus the 2022 Honda Civic Touring, but I figured, you know, I'll do a standalone video nung 2022 Honda Civic na Touring, mainly because features wise mas marami siyang may offer kumpara sa 2021. So I'll do a standalone video on this, and depending on, you know, how many people watch it or like it, then I'll do a comparison video between this one and yung previous generation na Touring. So guys, what you're looking at right now is a 2022 Honda Civic Touring sedan. So ito yung pinaka top trim level, no. So how it works is LX, EX, Sport, and then yung Touring. So ito yung pinaka top of the line. So I'm gonna go over the vehicle. We're gonna go a quick walk around. Pag-usapan natin yung mga nadagdag na bago for the 2022 year na wala dun sa previous generation. So if you notice, no, if you look sa harapan, ito yung mga tipo ng Civic na nakikita nyo sa mga YouTube videos. Ito yung pinaka top of the line. Ito kasi usually yung pinaka-feature ng mga YouTubers tsaka ng mga mahilig gumawa ng car videos, kasi ito yung pinaka fully loaded, tsaka ito yung pinaka nakaka-attract ng maraming views, right? Pero sa atin kasi, since nasa sales tayo, so I always try to do videos for all trims kasi syempre hindi mo alam, right? Baka yung tao na nanonood, ang kaya lang ng budget is yung LX or yung EX. But this case here, wala pa kasing Sport, tsaka wala pang EX na available yung 2022 sa lote namin. So I'm gonna do the Touring. So if you notice here, same as the other one yesterday, you got the LED daytime running lights. One thing you're gonna notice for this one as well is it has fog lamps. So LED fog lamps din siya. Okay? You got you have front sensors, may sensor siya dito tsaka sa kabila. This is a very nice, parang modern gray steel, parang gunmetal steel ang exterior niya eh. Hindi ko lang alam yung marketing term, nakalimutan ko yung pangalan. So this one here has the 18-inch na rims, so very stylized na rims there. 18 inches, all season tires. So you got yung turn signal lights niya. Same thing na sa likuran, so you notice there, no? And sa likuran, so same as the LX, no, except it has yung badging dito na nakalagay Touring, meaning top of the line, top trim level. So let's start dito sa likuran. Dito sa Touring for 2022, not only does it have yung backup camera niya dito, but you're also gonna notice it has backup sensors. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So may backup sensors na siya. At the same time, that also works for the rear cross traffic alert na meron yung sasakyan na to. So yan siya. So engine wise, gaya ng binanggit ko kahapon, for the 2022 model, still the same for Touring, no? 1.5 liter 4-cylinder turbocharged engine, but I guess niretweak nila yung makina. From 174 horsepower, they bumped it up to 180. So a little bit more horsepower on this one, but it's still the same engine. So gotta mention that there, right? So exterior wise, maganda siya. It's visually more appealing, no? It is a Touring, so top trim level talaga siya. And just like all the Civics now for 2022, meron na siyang built-in remote starter, of course, and push button. Yan ang itsura ng kanyang remote, iba na. Medyo tumaba ng konti, but that's okay kasi features wise mas marami naman to. So gaya nga na binanggit ko may isang araw, yung radar and camera na system na ginagamit ng dating Civic, pinalitan na nila ng monocular camera, which is dito. And na-update na rin yung Honda Safety Sense. So it has yung, aside from the previous ones before, this one also has because of the new camera, yung kanyang safety system ngayon, yung Honda Safety Sense, meron na rin siyang traffic stop, yung traffic stop recognition, parang yung binanggit ko na isang araw. So all of them have that. Okay. Now, for this one here, most of the changes may kita yun nasa loob. So let's go inside. So this is the only trim that will have the leather interior. Ayan siya. So leather. No, it's unfortunate na patayin ko lang yung radyo dito. So it's unfortunate na Honda still doesn't want to include yung mga all-weather na mats sa mga sakyan nila, no? It doesn't have the all-weather mats, right? Regular na carpet mats lang. But interior-wise, perforated leather, pretty much almost the same. And just like the Touring from the previous generation, heated din yung kanyang seats sa likuran. So heated seats siya dyan. Ito na yung itsura sa loob. So a lot less of the silver, the chrome, more on the piano black, parang ito. On the passenger side here, you're gonna notice it has 4-way power adjustable seats for the passenger. It's nice. So ganyan. 4-way meaning front, back, kasi ito sa likuran. So yun ang ibig sabihin ng 4-way. It's a fancy way of saying na gumagalaw siya. But it is power for the front passenger. Ito naman yung pintuan niya. So kaya nga nang sabi ko sa isang video, it's very conservative, right? Very conservative, very grown up, right? Bit more classier, lot less clutter. So if you notice, no, same as the dash, no, for the interior from the LX. So we got the honeycomb design here. Ito yung gauges para sa AC, kung tututok yung fan. The glove box is there. Manuals niya. Let's see here. So 2022 4-door Civic Touring. Meteoroid Gray pala ang kanyang marketing term. Kung interesado kayo sa color na to, Meteoroid Gray. So, let's look over sa driver's side kasi that's where most of the new features are. And there's one new addition here na I think is way overdue, na dapat matagal nang ginawa ng Honda. I also want to mention, no, wala na rin yung Honda Lane Watch from what I've seen sa mga ibang sakyan. So all of them, the Civics have now moved on to the blind spot monitor. So dati mayroon kasing Honda Lane Watch on the EX and the Sport. I had to check that pag dumating yung mga unit na yon. But on the LX, blind spot monitor na siya. Touring, blind spot monitor. So I'm thinking all across the line, blind spot monitor na pinalit nila. So on the driver's side, ito naman. So power adjustable seats din. So ito naman tinatawag nating 8-way kasi 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Meron pang isang na ano dito eh. Pero yan lang yun, ginagawa niya. So still the same, perforated leather, as you can see. Very nice interior. So it is the Touring, as you guys will know, it will have yung sunroof. So yun yung sunroof niya. Now, going inside, if you notice, no, yung older generations ng safety system nila iba, di ba? Isa-isa nakalagay yung rear cross traffic alert, yung collision mitigation, lane departure warning. Sa case na to, isang button na yon. Isang pindutan na lang, lahat sila mako-control mo na from there. So going here, on the inside, the biggest, especially for us here, in colder climates, noteworthy addition na meron na mga ibang sasakyan na ang tagal-tagal wala ang Civic. Heated steering wheel. That was one of the main questions I always get asked before. May heated steering wheel ba? The Civic, I believe, did not have it for the longest time. So meron na siya ngayon. As you can see, yung design nung kanyang steering wheel nag-iba rin. Bit more classier, not as bulky, right? Some design aspects there from Acura, gaya nga nasabi ko. So ayan siya. So this gauge here will control. So yung ano mo, dashboard mo dito. So on the LX, 'di ba, yung left side niya digital. Dito, completely digital na siya, both left and the right side. So if you notice there, tanggalin ko lang yung flash natin. Yun. So on this side here, on the left side, you can control yung left screen din dito. So for example, I can scroll down, Bluetooth, apps, customize yung display. USB, Sirius. So kung saan yung mga audio sources mo, makakontrol mo dyan. Phone, if you want to make a phone call, you can do that there. So I'll put it back sa Bluetooth. On the right side, as you can see, yun yung speedometer mo. 8 kilometers, kasi brand new siya. Digital din, speed, right there. And you can see yung mga safety features na meron yung sasakyan, how they work. So I'm gonna show that to you guys. So ito naman, makakontrol mo using this gauge here sa right side. So if you notice, I'm gonna do it here and show you. So you can see yung maintenance mo, sino mga naka-seatbelt, tsaka sinong hindi. Yung driver attention, it will tell you kung nag-i-sway ka na, maybe nag-drive ka masyado matagal. I don't really see a use for this personally. Yung navigation mo, since it is a Touring, meron siyang kasamang GPS, may navigation system na siya. Average speed, of course. Range ng fuel, 631 kilometers on the full tank. So if you go here, safety support. So you have your road departure mitigation, yung lane departure warning pretty much. You have yung blind spot monitor mo. And then you have yung low speed braking control. So yung low speed braking control, para siyang combination ng collision mitigation braking system, pero it only works on low speed situations. So pretty much, for example, parang nasa traffic ka or whatnot, what it would do is it would slowly apply gently yung brakes sa sakyan mo. Pero because of the name, that just as it suggests, no, it only works when you're in a low speed setting. So you have that, and then you have yung collision mitigation braking system. So I know for a lot of people, especially when it comes to insurance, no, having these safety systems is, you know, a really good thing to have, kasi many insurance companies dito sa Alberta will give you a discount the more safety systems meron yung sasakyan mo, especially yung automatic na braking. So I know for BC tsaka Saskatchewan may automatic discount pag yung sasakyan may ganun. Dito sa Alberta, I have been told by my customers na yung nga, if it has yung automatic braking na ganon, they also get a discount sa insurance brokers nila. But again, that depends on the insurance. So definitely consider that. This vehicle has it. So the Civic has the collision mitigation braking system. Tapos yung kanina pinakita ko, which yung yung low speed braking controls. All of these safety features are there to help you para hindi ka aksidente kung nasa daan ka. And of course, it still has yung adaptive cruise control niya dito. So lots of new safety features, guys. One thing I'm gonna mention as well, this is a lot bigger compared to the LX. So believe on the LX and all the other trim levels, you get a 7-inch infotainment display. Dito is a 9-inch, so it's a, 2 inches bigger, right? It does make it look better, sa opinion ko. And of course, dahil push button nga siya, built-in remote starter. Now you can see yung GPS system niya here. If you actually, this is touchscreen, and you also have buttons here. So if you're gonna go back to the home button, so that will tell you lahat ng meron, right? Trip computer, everything. Apple CarPlay, Android Auto, meron din siya. And you can adjust yung settings ng sasakyan mo. So for example, vehicle settings. So driver assist system setup, magagawa mo dyan. So ma-adjust mo lahat ng settings ng mga safety systems mo. If you go sa maintenance info, ma-adjust mo rin, ma-reset kung kailan yung oil change mo. So lots of nice little features na meron yung sasakyan, no? One thing I'm gonna point out as well, which I think is a great improvement, especially if you use yung wireless charging, yung key wireless charging, for the new model ng Civic, no, yung positioning ng wireless charging mas maganda na. It actually it's easier to put your phone onto the wireless charging pad kasi you can just easily slide it in. Diretso mo lang pa ganun, right? Magka-charge siya. Kumpara sa dating design where you had to put the phone horizontally para mag-charge siya, which can be a big, hassle pa nagda-drive ka or whatnot. Ito at least one motion, kasi usually hawak natin ang phone natin kaganyan, right? Slide mo lang ng ganun. As long as, of course, walang case kasi hindi magcha-charge yan pag may case. But the wireless charging is there as well. You got your USB ports, your power ports right here. Backup camera. Let me show you guys yung backup camera niya. So, yan yung itsura niya. So, you got the backup display here and then yung kanyang sensor. So, you can see there's sensors here sa front. Right? So dalawa, yung pinoint out ko kanina na sensors, and then sa likuran, yung dalawa sa harapan, tapos yung apat sa likuran. So if there's something too close dito, that would trigger yung sensors niya, tutunog sa loob ng sasakyan. So it doesn't have yung bird's eye view, right? But it does have this kind of setup here, which is still better kung para sa, you know, previous generations nga niya. And I like the way that looks. Ito naman yung sa control sa ano niya, sa front. So you got the nice carbon fiber look na plastic here. So you got yung shift knob mo, leather wrap shift knob. Drive modes. So if you notice dati may econ button, diba? So may econ button. So they got rid of the econ button here. You can actually change yung drive mode mo now. So what I'm gonna show it to you guys. So zoom natin dyan. So you can shift through your drive mode. So you can go econ drive mode. You can go normal, yung regular driving mode, and you can have your sport mode. So gaya nga sabi ko before, if you have sport mode on, right, mas mataas yung increase ng RPMs mo, right? So higher RPMs meaning mas mabilis kang makarangkada, but mas malakas ang fuel consumption mo. So you have those drive modes accessible through here na. And yung auto idle ng sasakyan, you can turn that on and off. Parking brakes, andyan na siya. Yung middle console niya, yung pa rin na itsura, still a bit small. Not really much going on there for a touring, no. However, one of the most talked about sa mga, I guess, sa mga Honda enthusiasts when it comes to the Civic, for the touring, no, is yung addition ng bagong sound system. Because before, Honda always used yung sarili nilang sound system, right? Whereas, for example, Subaru used the Harman Kardon. I believe Toyota was using Sony, or Ford was using Sony. So in this time here, for the 2022 models, the Civic has actually been given yung Bose na sound system. So yan siya, you can see, no? So you got a Bose sound system, and if you are familiar with your audio, you know na Bose is a good brand when it comes sa sound system. So you got 12 speakers in the car, all by Bose, na available lang sa touring trim level. So all the other trim levels ng Civic, wala siyang ganyan. Okay? But otherwise, lots of new additions sa sasakyan. I think it's a really good improvement kumpara sa 2021 na model. And definitely something worth considering, no, pag kayo'y ready ng kumuha ng sasakyan. If there's more of these na, right now there's still a very limited supply ng mga Civic 2022. So yan siya. There you go. So that's my short review, guys, nung ating 2022 Honda Civic Touring. Lots of great features. I really like yung mga bagong features niya. Finally, we got the heated steering wheel on the Civic, right? Power improvement, wireless charging, yung mga little key differences ba na wala sa dating model that Honda improved on is those little things that, you know, make owning the vehicle a bit more pleasant kumpara sa sa dati. Like for example, when I tried using yung wireless charging dati, I've always found it difficult. Even now sa CRV ko, 2021 na CRV, ang hirap i-position yung wireless charging. Ngayon, right, dahil vertical na siya, hindi na siya horizontal, it's a lot easier, right? And of course, yung headlamps nga niya, parang bilanggit ko kahapon on the LX, right? LED na yung headlights niya, makes it easier, more attractive to look at in the dark kumpara sa dating old school na headlights. So lots of different changes. Definitely not just yung body ang change. So while it does suck na they pretty much kept the same engine, right? I really hope na they would change yung engine, but on the touring naman, tumaas yung horsepower. On the other models, ganun pa rin. But overall, it's a good successor, right? I'm still not a big fan sa mismong design niya, right? It's a bit more grown up, but I do know na maraming taong mahilig sa ganyan, nagugustuhan nila yung ganyang mas conservative na look ng sasakyan. So guys, I hope you liked the video. Hope meron kayong nakukuha maganda. I hope I can get you interested in these, in these brand new redesigned Civics. Let me know. There's not a lot of inventory right now. They're slowly coming in, slowly coming in. As for promotions, walang rebates. Of course, it is a brand new model, right? Yung rebates are reserved for the 2021, the outgoing model. So wala siyang rebates. There is an interest rate-based na promotion for the brand new Civics, but that's 3.99% on an 84-month term on approved credit through Honda financing. Okay, so but again, it's a brand new model, right? So hindi naglalagay ang mga manufacturers ng mga malalaking rebates or malalaking discounts on vehicles na kakalabas lang. Kasi andun pa yung hype, andun pa yung excitement ng mga buyers eh. But yeah, so hope you guys liked it. Let me know if you have any questions, and thank you so much.